And we ask the Lord to close the doors that need to be closed in our lives, and open those that need to be opened for us. And I know the Lord is already opening doors, and is already closing those doors that needed to be closed. We're receiving testimonies of what the Lord is doing in our lives. So we thank the Lord. Continues His work. We also pray that the Lord may give us the strength and courage to go through those doors that He has already opened. And today, in a special way, we are praying for our families, for the grace of God in our families, to follow the path of the Lord and to be united as one in our family. Today, we want to reflect briefly on controlling our passions. The Lord created us with desires, with emotions and feelings. I believe there is no one here who would say, I don't have any feelings, no emotions. We do have passions. Now, passions are very strong. If you don't control them, and they will end up controlling you. Then certain passions that do not help us to grow in our spiritual life. If you do not control them, another control. When you let them control you, they are very destructive. Some time ago, some of you might have heard this story about a lion that escaped from the national park in South Africa. And people were alerted that a lion is on the loose. And people were afraid. And they began to search for this beast. You don't want to meet a lion on the way. And for some days they were searching for it. They found it about 180 miles away from the park. Before they found it, he had devoured over 30 animals on the way. And it's what? A hungry lion. But thank God, it was in the woods, didn't meet anyone on the way. Our passion can be as dangerous as a wild beast when it is let loose. You can see this in the life of Herodias, a woman who engaged in idolatry and adultery with Herod. Now, we will say that it was Herod who initiated this. But it is true. But the truth is that no one can make you to sin without you saying yes. You know, we celebrate the martyrs, those who were killed because of their faith. They were being forced to sin against God, to deny God. What's the sin now? They were willing to lay down their lives for the faith. If you knew God, no one would lead you into sin. You would be ready to die instead of disobeying God, or following the way of the world. was the king, the supreme. In those days, whatever a king says abides. And if you disobey the king, there's a sentence. The penalty is death. So Herod loved this woman. He said, come, I want to marry you. And Herodias didn't say no. And she said yes. But a bold, confident man of God, John the Baptist, came before the king and said, this is evil. You're taking your brother's wife as your own because you have the authority, you have the power as the king. It's evil. It's incest. The sin against the land, against heaven, against God. Who could come before the king to say that? It's only one who is on fire with the Lord, with the Holy Spirit. Have the confidence to come before the king. And the king was angered, sad. They threw John into prison. Herodias was not happy. That's how we know that she loved her relationship with Herod. She was resentful, full of rage against John. No, when you love your sin, the evil you commit, you don't want anyone to remind you of it. That's what happens in some churches today. When a priest preaches against something that you do, it bothers your conscience. You can write to the bishop, take this priest away. I don't want him. It talks about what I don't like. And allow yourself to be challenged. If a priest preaches something that bothers you, allow it to purify you. And some of us don't talk about church. I don't want to hear this again. Versus repeating this again. Yes. Herodias was angry. And she was looking for an opportunity to destroy the man of God. Because she was filled with lust for Herod. Lust for fame. She wanted to answer the queen. And someone is trying to stop her from being the queen. No. She was filled with rage. And then the daughter came after having danced well, and the father said, whatever you ask, I'm going to give you. You see how innocent children are. She went to the mother. She went to the mother. Mom, what do I ask for? You are the first teacher of your children. You know, they're saying that when you are talking to your child, the child may close her ears, but she doesn't close her eyes. She watches what you do. And what you do makes greatest impact in her life. That's what she's going to learn. Mom, what do I ask for? And what did she ask the daughter to ask for? Cookies, right? Chocolate. The head of John the Baptist becomes chocolate or ice cream. If she taught her child to ask for the head of the man of God, what do you think the child will turn up to be tomorrow? Just like a mother, she would become a vampire. You taught your child to do evil. Now think about what you teach your children. You teach them to lie. You teach them to gossip. You teach them to steal. You teach them to hate their maybe father or mother. You teach them to hate their sibling. You are answerable to God. Examples you give to your children. The Lord give your children to you to show them the path of life. And sometimes we don't want to tell them the truth because we don't want to hurt them. We feel if we say the truth, my daughter, my son is going to be angry. And we say, it's okay, it's okay. Do what you want. No, we are called to say the truth, but with love. And sometimes we yell our truth. We yell to them. And that way they can't listen to you. Be mild, be tender, and talk to them with love. Ask for the head of John. And John was beheaded. And this little girl learned from the mother to seek pleasure without purity. To seek the crown without the cross. To seek glory without goodness. Fame without fidelity. Look for whatever you want, however you can get it. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is not our home. The glory of this world passes quickly. Passes quickly. This morning I had a funeral in Jacksonville. It was a great man. It's gone. It's gone forever. I was asking the people I gathered here this afternoon, who is going to be the next? And nobody answered. Who wants to go next? But it's important to keep in mind. You have killed, murdered the man of God. Well, your time is coming. Our people in Africa say, when you kill someone, what you say to the person is, go, I am coming after you. Oh, we are going there. What are you going to say to the Lord? The glory, the treasure, everything you acquired, you sold your soul for, you will leave them here. And where will your soul be? Our passions, our desires may lead you away from the Lord. It's important to be sincere. Look into yourself. See, what's the passion? What's my desire, my craving? How would this lead me to the Lord? If it doesn't, come before the Lord and confess your feeling, confess your emotions, confess your passion, and surrender all to the Lord. If you do not control your passion, it will control you.